Chris is in the Bat Cave, and we are going to discuss something on today's Denial of the Day podcast that most people don't even consider.
Sure, we're going to talk about something interesting on your policy. You have on your declarations page what's called your personal items, which are covered, but sometimes you have some personal items that are a lot more expensive that you don't really disclose to the insurance company, and you
Right.
should. This is going to cover a $150,000 picture that I own. Usually it's not that case. You actually have to disclose those to the insurance company to make sure that if something does happen to them, they can get paid for, basically.
So, personal items and personal property are pretty much like this is the super quick rule of thumb is if you took your house and you turn it upside down and you shook it a little bit, not like this, but just like this, and everything that falls out is like personal property. The other thing too is there's a lot of things that need to be on their own schedule, and that's what Chris is talking about. Jewelry being one of those things is if you have items, and it's usually like more expensive items, like Chris was talking about, if you have a painting, something like that. If it's a very expensive item, it just in my mind, the threshold that I use that isn't exactly it, but at least will get you thinking about it, is like if it's $1,000 or more, you should probably check with your insurance agent or have them tell you exactly, hey, even if it's less than $1,000, it has to be on its own schedule because of this part in the policy, and then they can tell you that. And that might also include an increased cost, but trust me when I say if you lose everything in a fire, you definitely want to be able to try to replace your jewelry, your paintings, other expensive items that come into play because if you don't have the correct insurance, it's not going to pay for it. And none of it was on a schedule, so none of it was actually reimbursed or repaired or replaced. And I would say that probably cost this insured that I know probably between $30,000 and $40,000. And so
Wow.
it happens. And the reason we're bringing this up is because most people don't think about it. And our job is to educate you so you understand where you should be with your policy, but also when you make a claim.
It might not seem like they're that important, but when you file a claim or something happens, where you actually do, it's brought up in your face, and you're like, whoa, now I got to deal with this.
Right.